Welcome to Bikers Billet. This is the Gen 3 KTM Duke. We have around 15 accessories for this bike. Come, let's show you the accessories. Let's first start with the visor. This is a visor which has two designs. If you require a smaller one, we have a smaller size. This is the medium size. We even have a larger one. When you are taking the visor, we also provide you these two bolts so that you can fix your number plate. When you are ordering this, if you require this plate to secure your number plate, then also you can order it separately. This frame will protect your number plate from getting bent. Visor comes in around 8 colors. So according to your bike's color, you can select the visor. And this visor is same for your both 250 and 390 Gen 3. The second accessory that we want to cover is this handle height riser. The handle height riser comes in two parts. One is a 10 mm thick billet and one is a 15 mm. So you get both the billets, two of each billets, 10 mm and 15 mm. According to your requirement, what position you require, you can either use the 10 mm ones or the 15, or you can use both on each side and get a max of 1 inch. If you still require to increase the height of your handle, you can order billet separately. This handle height riser gets fitted on your OEM handles. You don't need to change anything. We will be providing you all the bolts along with it. Now the third accessory that we want to cover it up is this wire guard. This acts as two products. First, it will hide your wires that's exposed. So, and after using the handle height riser, or even if you are not using the handle height riser, those wires over a period of time, we have seen that the wires are shredding off, the shielding is wearing off. So to protect that, we have made this wire guard which seamlessly blends with your this flow. If you can see, this is the flow. This pointed thing comes exactly in the center. This design of your wire guard blends smoothly along with the design flow of this bike. Now, the other benefit is if you have an aux light, you can fit it out over here. This space which is empty, you can use it for fixing your aux lights over here. Now, even if you're using the handle height risers, so the distance between this portion and this portion increases by 1 inch. So this thing covers up that area so that it looks aesthetically good from the front. And to fit this, we would be providing you the bolts that are required. You can do it yourself. Let's come to the radiator grill. Now this radiator grill, we have it in two colors. One is black and one is orange. So according to your taste and the color of the bike, you can go for it. Now we even have in this two material. One is stainless steel and one is mild steel. So if you are planning to keep the bike or you stay in a coastal area, we will suggest that you take the stainless steel one. The mild steel one might catch rust within 2 or 3 years. Okay, now this radiator grill is designed in such a way that it gets fitted on top of your fiber that comes along with the bike. If you can see, this is the fiber and this is the stainless steel radiator grill which gets fitted on top of this. Okay, so you get a double protection in case something big stone hits you and this collapses. Then there is always a fiber part which will be a sandwich and act as a buffer between your aluminum radiator and your stainless steel. What about the heating issues? We have used this on our bikes and we never faced the issue. The reason behind that is there is a gap between the fiber and the metal part that releases the airflow very smoothly into the radiator. Okay, and the benefit of that is why we gave you a gap is whenever you are riding it in the rain or the mud, or even if you are using it for off-roading, पहला मट्टी लगा और पीछे से रेंगते हुए निकल गया नीचे. So that it doesn't get a chance, the debris or the mud doesn't get a chance to go inside the radiator and touch the radiator and get choked up over there. So this is the benefit of this radiator grill. Now one small thing about the radiator grill is, in a 390 you will see this cover, and in a 250 this cover would be missing. So while fitting on a 390, the radiator grill will fit on the OEM bolts, but while you are fitting it on a 250, you don't give this cover. So we would be providing you separate bolts for a 250 so that you can fit. This is the fork cover. This fork cover will protect your forks during the rainy season and from the mud. So when the fork is moving, some of the mud tries to get inside. So then over a period of time, oil leak starts, and to protect that, you can use this fork. protector. It also has reflector, and this is a stretchable material and something like your dry fit clothes. So even if it's wet, it gets dry very easily. Moisture collection and your parts getting rusted, that won't be a problem. Let's start with the sliders now. Now in the front you have the front fork sliders for your forks that will protect all your critical parts over here. You can see the ABS via the brake fluid cable going out over here. Then this part and the forks. So front fork sliders, you can say it as a self-sacrificial element. So it will sacrifice itself to protect your parts. Second is your frame slider. Frame slider gets directly fitted on the frames. Over here you have the two bolts. You need to open the OEM leg guard and it gets fitted over here. This must portion around 1 inch out of your frame out here. Now this third slider, you can either fit it over here directly or you can fit it along with the spools. If you fit it along with the spools, so the overall length increases. So you get a better protection. For example, if you have a crash or a fall, your leg guards will fold. So this area will be the first to touch the ground. Or you can also do one thing. You can put the sliders on the top and the spools in the bottom. Anyways, so you have two options of putting the sliders and the spools over here. Over here we have used the spools. That's a stainless steel 316L spools. You get a lifetime warranty on this product. Even after 10 years you come and tell us that this has got rust, we will give you a free replacement on this product. Now the next part that we are going to cover is your tail rack and your saddle support. Okay. Now why we are very excited for this tail rack, as this bike is a compact bike, we have designed it in a very compact way. If you see the design, this curve goes along with your this curve. So if you see it from the top view, this curves and this curves are same. There is a very minimalistic gap that we needed to give so that this doesn't touch each other. Now coming to the design part is that this tail racks supporting rods are protruding or going outwards in the same angle of your chassis. For the rear section and even this, it has the same angle. For that, we have designed the spacers in such a way that it grabs your this rod in a very same degree or the angle in which this has been designed. Okay, so from here till the end, this rod, tail rack rod, goes in the same angle of your chassis angle. So from any angle you see this, this looks fantastic. We have made the plate in such a way that you can add your luggage over here, or if you are stopping for a haul, you can hook your helmets over here and you can use it for many other purposes while traveling. This has a load capacity of 30 kilos. So we have tested it for 30 kilos. So you can put a top box over here, you can carry your luggages over here, you can go for your long hauls with a pillion, no problem on the tail rack. This saddle support is made in such a way that it will cover your indicators so that this doesn't get damaged. And apart from that, this section is sitting exactly between your rear seat. So if at all you are using a tail bag, so this tail bag will sit over here. So this is the section of the center section where you would be keeping your tail bag if you are not using a tail rack. So this section comes exactly over here. Now one other benefit is that of the tail rack, in case you have a bigger bag which is protruding from here or from here. So we have given you the 3 holes on each side. So if you want to extend, you can order it from us that how much big you want. We will give you a separate thing. You can put it over here with 3 bolts and you are sorted out for your ride. Okay, now there is another benefit to it. If you see this plate, these holes are exactly of the 5 liters jerry can. So you can directly fit a jerry can over here and directly carry extra fuel if you are going on a off-roading trip where you won't get fuel, if you think that way. Okay, now for tourers, you can fit both your tail rack as well as your saddle support all together on the same, along with your grab rails. You do not need to modify anything. So while even fully loaded, if you want to move your bike, you can easily move your bike holding your grab rails. No worries. कैसा लग रहा है ये? Angles? मस्त लग रहा है? Thumbs up? Okay. Okay. Now another thing, we have also added a tail tidy over here. If you are fed up with the long beaks and everything in the back, tail sections in the back, so you can use a tail tidy over here. That's from Biker's Fillet. And the best part of that is we have given you the facility to fix your number plate tail light perfectly in the place, so that your पुलिस वाले रास्ते में आपको तंग ना करे कि लाइट नहीं आ रही है पीछे नंबर प्लेट के ऊपर. So you are sorted with that. And even your indicators over here, indicators are a direct fit over here. Generally people face a problem कि कीचड़ उड़ रहा है पीछे. So to solve that problem during rainy seasons, mostly you will face the problem. You can put this, you can just open this bolt over here, axle bolt, remove this. You can do this while your bike is on side stand and slide it in, tighten it up. You're sorted for your rainy days. Rain's over, you can open it yourself. All the parts over here are DIY. You don't need to worry about it. This is the side stand shoe. Now this side stand shoe, in the bottom and the top part, we have used your stainless steel 304. Every time you keep it on the side stand, the bottom part gets rusted. So you might see there are bruises in the bottom of your side stand, and your side stand from the edges are getting rusted. To safeguard that and to get a better surface area in mushy areas, or if you're going for an off-road, this thing will protect your side stand and also your bike from toppling off. So this side stand gets fitted on your both 250 as well as 390. Now we have one more product for this bike, and that is your headlight protector. We have a black in this and a smoky black in this and a transparent white. It's a direct fit. It has velcros over here and it will get directly fit on your headlights. Now you have three options in this. This is a complete blackout thing. People love it during drag races and everything to hide their headlights, where rules don't allow you to have a headlight. Okay, now you can have a smoky, transparent smoky visor or for your headlight, or you can have a completely transparent to protect your headlights. So coming up with the next accessory is your toe guard. Now the toe guard is this. That gets fitted on your Swingarm on the lower bolt. Now this will protect you in case of a crash or a fall, so that your toe doesn't go inside. Okay, and while cleaning the chain, it will protect you. That's the use. We have around 2 designs and 2 colors. So this is the version 1. The version 2 is the circular one, and the version 1 you have the orange and the black one. So this is the bash plate that gets fitted on your 250 and 390. This bash plate covers almost the complete set of your engine from the lower part. The mounting points are, one is over here, the second is over here, and the third is over here. This bash plate gets fitted in 250 as well as 390, but the fittings are different for both the. So while ordering, you please order the right product. One mounting point is over here, second mounting point is here, and third is here. While fitting it out, you have to loosen up these 2 bolts, this 2 and this 2. For example, you can see this is loose, this is also loose. There is one mounting over here which goes directly. You don't need a nut because the bolt goes and the nut is welded over here in the chassis itself. It comes from the company. Now you can see these brackets are loose right now. These are loose. So first tighten up this bolt so it will take its space over there. So when you have tightened this and this bolt, then tighten up. That means it has taken its space. Now then tighten up these 2 bolts so that it stays in space. This is the bash plate for your 250 as well as 390. Both the bash plates have the same fittings. Only the sizes of the bash plate are different. The 250, the engine is smaller, so you have a smaller bash plate. So the fittings are different. And for 390, the engine cubic size is bigger, so you have a bigger bash plate and the fittings are accordingly. But the mounting point areas are the same. Thank you for staying with us throughout this video. Thanks to Mr. Mistry for commenting us and suggesting us to create a video for your new Gen 3 390. Thank you. Love you guys. See ya. Bye bye. Ride safe.